Yo, 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 yo. What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Today is the 226th episode of the In Your Face show. And I'm here. Yes, I'm here. Yes, I'm here. Again. To do another episode, man. I love it. Feeling good. Feeling well. Feeling awesome. And so, I'm here to I want to introduce y'all to Mr. Andrew. He's a horror fanatic. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Andrew Laabs. Take it away, my brother.
Good to be here, man. Appreciate you having me.
Okay. How's your day going?
Oh man, it's in Days of the Dead right now, horror convention in Chicago. We're crushing it. Promoting a bunch of movies we got coming out during the summer, meeting some fans, selling some merch. It's been a blessing. It's been a great weekend.
That's right.
What's up with you? How's it been going for you?
I'm feeling great, feeling awesome, you know, just taking it one day at a time. Taking it one day at a time, making sure everything rolling, making sure everything going, you know, gotta happen, you know. So I just want to ask, you know what I'm saying, how long have you been doing horror films?
Oh man, I started acting like 4 years ago, I believe, 3.5, 4 years ago. I started off on a movie called The Dead Place, which it stars David Howard Thornton, who plays Art the Clown in the Terrifier movies. So he's kind of the reason why I got into acting. Like I met him at a convention in like 2019, I believe it was, and he was talking to me about, you know, getting into acting because he was, you know, doing plays and things off Broadway and things like that. And once he got his big gig on Terrifier, it just kind of took off for him. And I was like, man, it's always something I wanted to do because I grew up on horror. Like the story I always tell is like, you know, I was like 8 or 9 years old and my parents wanted to go out for the night. And so they dropped me off at my grandma's house. She takes me to the video store, and I'm like, you know, most kids would get, you know, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or something like that, you know. So for some odd reason, I picked out Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4. So I'm a little kid. I'm over there chilling at my granny's house, and I was just hooked. I don't know what it was about Freddy Krueger, but man, ever since then, I just love horror movies, and I always wanted to be an actor and act in horror movies. And when I got the opportunity to actually do it, it just went 1,000 levels more. It went from like, oh man, I want to do one to, I want to do this for a living now. So now, in the last, year and a half, I'm on like movie number 7. And so it's just kind of going up from there, meeting some cool people, some cool friends, some super celebs, and having the time of my life doing it.
Awesome. So when you're at conventions and all that stuff, do people recognize your face?
The people that know who I am, like on the circuit, do. But it's like I've shot like 6 movies now in the last year and a half, and they're all pretty much due for summer release. So it's like, you know, just on my promoting alone, they know who I am. But once they see the movies, I feel like, you know, they'll put face to voice a lot better. But yeah, post-production takes a long time. You got to, you know, throw the music in and do the editing and all that stuff. And that's a thing that people don't realize is like, you could shoot a movie in 2023 and it takes another year and a half for it to even be released. So when you see that, it's like, man, people look different, they change, and you're on to different things. But yeah, it's been a blast. I love doing it.
So, you know, so how many years do you see yourself doing it?
Honestly, probably forever. I mean, that's the one good thing about, you know, acting is like when you're at a regular, 9 to 5 job in a factory and you're 60, 70 years old, time's coming up to you, the lift as much, you're not able to move around as well. But you're an actor, you can always find work, even when you're 100. I mean, there's always gigs that need people like that, and it's one of those things that there's never a shortage of work, and if you're good enough at it, you're always going to find roles. So I feel like I'm just going to keep plugging away until I can't do it anymore.
I truly think so. I like the way you think. You know what I'm saying? If you continue to do what you do, then you get them all the time. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You get some good, you get some bad. You know, I think I like it. I like the way you think because not a lot of people think like that. You know, and not a lot of not a lot of people think like that, and a lot of people get into the business to just for their own agendas. You know what I'm saying? Not to love it. You know.
Yeah, and a lot of times too, like people just get stagnant in their lives and in their jobs. It's like, oh man, I've been at this place for 30 years and I hate it. And it's like, well, you only get one life. I get it's a good, career. You've been there that long, but man, go out and do something that you love to do. I love being on set. I love meeting people. I love going to conventions. I mean, I used to
Yeah.
have a 9 to 5. I was there for 8 years, and I got to the point where I'm just like, what am I doing with my life? This isn't fun going to work. And now I'm having a blast. So I encourage people, go for your passions. Like, go do something that you love to do, even if it's starting your own business. Do what you got to do to make yourself happy.
That's right. That's right. You know, it'll work. It'll work. It's most of the time. A lot of those things work out itself. You know what I'm saying? And most of those things work out itself most of the time. And you just basically just continue to just put your best foot forward, and just continue to move and go as you go. And that's all that matters. You know what I'm saying?
All right, that's all you can do. Just have fun what you're doing and live your life. And if you're not happy with what you're doing, change it up. Like,
Yeah. Have you ever been in situations where you didn't want to do the movie? You know what I mean?
I, yeah, without naming movies, I guess. There's been a couple times where I've had like scripts sent to me, and I'm just like, I don't really feel like doing this one. It's not something that I feel comfortable doing or that I would see myself doing. So I wouldn't say that I'm picky on the roles that I choose or the things that the auditions that I get sent and things like that. But to me, it has to make sense. I have to like the script. I have to somewhat like the people that I know they're going to be in it. Because, I mean, being on set for 10, 12 days, you're with the same people every day. And if you're with people that you love, it's not even work. I mean, you're just having fun. You're hanging out,
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, there's so many factors
yeah.
that go into, like, taking roles. It's like, obviously, getting paid is great. But, yeah, I'm not the kind of guy that just, like, takes a job just to get paid. Like, I want to see, like, what the role is. I want to see what the script's like. Is my character diverse? Like, what am I doing? Do I have a few lines? Do I have 50 lines? So it's one of those things where, you take them when you can get them and you go from there.
I say yeah. Yeah. I think that if you push forward and continue to do it the way you want to do it, and do it the way you want to do it, what can stop you? You know what I mean?
Sure.
I mean, I like the way things where like you do it on your own time, and when it's done. I like it in the independent circuit,
Right.
where you get to just be yourself. You know what I'm saying? Do it the way you want to do it instead of working for like these big movies. You can't really be yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they kind of tell you what to do, what to say, what to wear. But yeah, I mean, being on the indie circuit, I mean, it's like a little family. I mean, you see a lot of the same people, so you're comfortable working with them. Uh, don't have to worry about being nervous at all because it's like, I mean, who's a lot of the people are. So yeah, it's just a comfortability thing where a lot of times with like these huge sets, you've never met any of these people before. You don't know what's going on. You don't know what to expect. But you just got to be patient and good things will come to you.
Oh yeah, yeah. You know, that's the best way to go. You know what I'm saying? Because like I'm getting into acting myself. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
There's some roles that I had to back out of because of some situations. You know what I'm saying? Because of situations, and you know what I mean. You don't want to name names or anything because you know I'm not in the market to do that. You know what I'm saying? But just wasn't the right time.
Right.
You know, and I think that if you give it, I think that if I just like you moving in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, like yeah, doing it the way I want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Not doing it the way. Yeah, I mean, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, stay positive, stay the course. Some things, I've auditioned for and I've got some things that fell in my lap just because of who I am, who I know, and it's like it's fun getting parts off merit. It's also fine getting parts because you know people. So it's like it's one of those things where you just keep going forward, and good things are going to happen if you stay with your feet in the quicksand and get all mad. I've seen this a billion times with people. Well, I didn't get the role. Screw them. I don't care anymore. It's like for every 30 auditions you do, you might get one part. And it's just the thing of do they want you? What do you bring to the table? Just be yourself, just be
Right,
outgoing,
right, right,
positive, and it'll happen for you.
right. I think it's just a way of doing things. You know what I mean? Like I can understand, man, because I can understand what you're talking about because there's a lot of people who go through hard times in what they're doing, and it's just like they just give up. You can't
Hmm.
being in an industry like this. You cannot like. And I know. Have you dealt anything to do? Have you ever built stuff stuttering? Have you ever been through like in like the industry with comics and stuff like that?
Yeah, but I mean,
Well, the movie industry is kind of exactly mirrored to the comic book industry. I'm gonna tell you why. Like you can have a great story, but the visuals is trash.
mhm,
But the story make the book, right?
right.
Now you can have a great story in a movie, but the visuals trash. But the story is good, and that takes off. That movie takes off,
Hmm.
right? But you can have the artist or the art or the author doing the scripts and all that stuff, and he could get a bad adulation, and then his first movie could be good, and then all of a sudden, bang, his second movie's flat. Well, what? Why every time when why you know how like some people one thing falls and it's over, but some people they go up to the top. They all the way up to the top, and they always win. You know what I'm saying? But it's some people that have to fail a lot. You know what I'm saying? Maybe some people in the industry that has to fail before they succeed. You know what I'm saying?
And that definitely happens a lot. I've seen people do that. It's like, man, I can't get any auditions. I can't get any parts. It's like you just got to stay the course because I mean, I've seen movies or been around movies where I didn't think the script was very good, but the cast was super good. So it's like, okay, they make it work. Or the script is super good, but the cast was, less than good. And it's like, man, that could have been better. So it's one of those things where you got to put, your cast, your directors, your producers, all the way down to the lighting, the camera guys, the gaffers. Everybody has to work together to make magic. And when everybody puts it together, that's when something great happens. But not every movie is going to be 5 stars, and not every movie you're in is going to be the greatest movie of all time. But I think that having a positive attitude, and even if it's not the best thing you've ever done, it's people see that and they want to see that you're motivated and that you know your lines and you're good at acting and things like that. But when I see a lot of guys that get negative, they get down on themselves, and honestly, as a director, I probably wouldn't want to hire those people. So that's why they don't get work.
Well, I mean, you also got to know, basically, take time. You know what I'm saying? Because you're in a business where you can hit or miss, and that hit or miss can be your job.
for
You
sure.
know, I mean,
To
when
me,
I
it's
was up
like
for my,
what
what's that?
do you bring to the table? You know, that's what I always tell myself. Like,
Exactly,
how are you going to stand out in front of the 80 other people they could hire to do your part? So,
exactly. And the thing about it is that when before I did this, before I was supposed to do this thing, I was told, "Oh, you're great, you're this, you're that, you're very talented." But see, sometimes talent don't win you the job.
sure.
Talent doesn't win you the job, and not every job is going to be right for you. You know what I'm saying? Even if you have put your all into getting that job is not for you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And when you get the door shut in your face, yeah, I see you did that eye thing. It's happened before. I'll pay attention to you.
Sure, come plenty of times, man. It's going to happen tomorrow. It's going to happen the next day. Just way of life. Just how it is.
Yeah, man. Like, you know, I've seen so many people. It's just like in the comic book industry. I've seen so many people win in this industry. I've seen somebody fall flat on their face in the industry and never get back up.
Right.
And you can't do that. You cannot afford to do that. It's imperative that you cannot afford to do that, because if you do that, oh my God, like you could be missing some of the most biggest blessings because you forgot. You gave up. You know,
And you
and
say,
that's
like you say with the talent part. I mean, I do like the equivalent of like sports. Like you could be, I don't know how big you are into like basketball or stuff like that, but I mean,
I used to be a basketball fanatic.
look at a guy like Russell Westbrook. He's got more talent than anybody in the world. Never won a title.
Well, exactly. Nobody wants to play with him like that.
Right. James Harden, same way. Never won a title. I mean, you could be the
Exactly.
best player in the world, but it's being on set and being an actor. It's not always about talents. It's about what you bring to the specific role that you are given. Make it work.
Yeah,
Make it your
yeah,
role. Make it your life. That's what you do.
yeah. And most of the time, it's also what you feel, in your heart, what you can do. You know what I'm saying?
And you
And
do a lot.
I've learned so much by getting those no's. I've learned so much by getting those no's, by having bad days. I've had so many bad days on this show, and I decided, and I wanted to give up so bad, but so it was like, just no, you're not
Right.
giving up.
And you
You're
keep
not
pushing
giving up.
on. Yeah.
Yeah, and trust me, I've been there, and it's like people don't understand when you're grinding for something. You don't care if it comes out bad, good, bad. All you know is you're just getting to your destination. You know what I'm saying? Even if you crash into a curb while driving down the highway, even if you crash into a car while driving down the highway, you still can get to your destination.
I
You
may
know
or
what I'm
may not
saying?
have done that before. I don't know. So
Ah.
I may or may not have done that before. I don't know.
Now don't do that though. This is just metaphor.
I think the statute of limitations is up on that one, so I don't think I can get arrested.
It's just a metaphor. I don't know if you want to do that, but I've been there, done that with a lot of stuff, man, and wow,
It's
like that's why.
I've had a lot of no's. Like for every role or two I do a lot of auditions, and then they're like, sometimes I don't even hear back from them. Sometimes I see the announcement like for somebody that I read for the part, and it's like I think to myself, okay, so I didn't get this role. What could I do better? What did I do that made them not want me? So I'm always thinking to myself like, okay, so I got to work on something or do this, and I always kind of reach out to people, like the director, like, is there a reason you chose this person over me? Not being like, an arrogant asshole or anything. I just want to know, like, what can I personally do better. So I'm always trying to work on myself because I mean, acting's not an easy thing. It's honestly really hard. It's not so much as memorizing the lines. It's the things you got to do in between that. Walking around, doing mannerisms. Be in the right pitch, movements. So yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things that if you want to be an actor professionally, you just have to constantly work at it like anything else.
That's true, and that's why it's hard to be in this business.
For sure. I'll drink with it.
Hard to be an entertainer, and
Sure.
See, when it comes to comic books and all that stuff, and being an artist, being a singer, all that stuff, dancer, that's all that's all a handful of entertainment right there.
Yeah.
That's entertainment, and you got to work hard to be an entertainer. You're entertaining the masses. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you got to work hard.
There's thousands and thousands of people that want the same job that you have. So
Exactly.
It's not like going to a factory and you apply and be like, oh, you're hired right away because we have nobody else applying. No, when you apply for an audition and you get sides, you've got 50 to 100 people doing the same exact thing you do. So you're not always going to get your way, but you got to stay positive if you're going to do something like acting, because that one big break that you get can make you break your entire life and parlay that into other gigs. So that's all I say is just stay positive and keep going.
Yeah. That's why I'm happy that we could do things.
Yeah, you got what 226 episodes now. I mean, you kept it going. You're on your way, so that's something to be proud of.
Yeah, I mean, hey.
Who knows? In 10 years, maybe I'll be on the 2026 episode and be in my 87th movie.
Hey, you never know. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like getting to this 200th episode, I've had some shows where I've had echoes. I've had shows where I've had all kinds of shit. You know what I'm saying? I've had all kinds of shit being, in these shows, man, and that's why I said I had the good, I had the bad. So, and I've had a lot of people tell me, you should do it pre-recorded, but you also got to understand, pre-recording stuff, you're not going to get the good, the bad, the ugly. You're just going to get the professional or the good. You're not going to get the best. What you got. You're not going to get the real energy. It's like
I always say, like, what could go wrong usually goes wrong. So it's
pretty much.
What are you gonna do to fix that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, pretty much.
Keep going.
I think when coming out with a movie, you should come out with the raw take.
I mean, we normally, in the sets that I've been on, I mean, we shoot, different angles and things like that. But a lot of times, just kind of winging it and going for it is usually the best take that they get. Just do it. Don't think about it. Just do it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a way to go about those things,
Right.
And that's why I say, if we do it the right way, it'll be done.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be done. It can be done. It will be done. And that's why you can't just let things be. You got to continue to keep going. Because I've seen a lot of people get complacent in this industry too. Like, I got the best. Why not give the second best? Why not give another best? Why not give another one and another one and another one and another one? Why not give all of your best until you have multiple movies out there that is the great movies, great like horror classics, you know what I'm saying? Nostalgic classics that people go back and read, go back and listen to and be like, oh man, I love this shit. You know what I mean? Or like, for example, like Candyman. Anybody that goes back and watch that movie, you know, everybody who watched that movie will love what we do. Will love it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I met Tony Todd a few times. He was man, it was kind of sad to see him pass away because I see him a lot at conventions, and we've had some good talks. I saw him, you know, the lobby bar a few times, hanging out, having fun, and yeah, it's a good time, you know, talking to these people, getting their knowledge and picking their brains.
You know, I wish I could have interviewed him myself too.
Mm-hmm.
He was one of my dream guests to have on the show too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This was something that I wanted. You know what I mean? This was something I agreed to have, bro. Like Tony Todd on the In Your Face show, man. What would have done for it, man? Like, and I'm not just talking about for me. What it could have done with people with him, you know what I'm saying? Him being on the show and be like getting the answers people wanted answered, and people getting to talk to him, and that would have been awesome for me. To me, he's actually like I've actually had nightmares of that movie. I had a nightmare. Yeah, but that wasn't scary. It wasn't not the same. See, the original was fucking scary.
I remember the original. Yeah.
The original, oh my God. The original, as soon as it come on, man, like I'm like, come on, why? As soon as I would have saw them, see, y'all gotta understand. Y'all can't just put a black man in a movie and expect him not to. And I mean, not just any old black guy. I'm talking about me. Don't put me in a movie and expect me not to scream like a little girl once I see the slasher coming for me. Come here, boy. I'm out. What? No, you're not gonna just catch me. You have these people. You have other people going in and looking. Hey, you know, who is that? Who's there? And they get killed. Go straight to the trouble. But me, shit. Yeah, as soon as I see a knife getting, as soon as I see some blood, I'm gone. It's over. I'm out. You is not going to get me. You know what I'm saying? I always ask people, if you want me to be in your movie, huh?
My buddy's the same way, man. He's like, man, I love to be in like, you know, a movie or something, but as a black guy, man, I might die in the first scene. And I'm like,
yeah. If see, and this is the thing. Black guys always dying in the movie first. So I'm like, okay, let us get to be at the end of the movie, chilling and killing the slasher. You know what I'm saying? Let us, because we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna turn that bitch out. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna probably, you know, get drunk with his ass, smoke a L with him, smoke a blunt with him. You know what I mean?
Oh, Cool J and Halloween H2O.
Nah, that's. He alright, but nah.
Busta Rhymes? He survived Resurrection.
See, nah, he ain't. I would say he's not. How can I say this? He's not scary enough. He's not funny. You know, he's rap. He's alright, but he's not funny. He's not like I would say. You know what I'm saying? You know, as soon as you see a slasher. Like, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? Put a comedian in there that's going to fucking bring the funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, all his job is to bring the funny. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have fun.
For Kevin Hart, like a scary movie or something?
Yeah, like, I will scream like a little girl if the slasher's coming after me. And if I see it and I ain't got nowhere to go, I'm screaming. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, what? Look, man. That's why I say, at the end of the day, we as people, look, y'all gotta understand. We want to be the last person at the end of the movie standing. You know what I'm saying? Instead of, because y'all always get to be at the end of the movie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean,
that's what.
I mean, it's not usually up to me, but
But hey, that's the best part about it, you know. Um, I would say, hey, at least you know we as I would say there are some awesome movies out there that is fucking like awesomely done. Now, I would say Jordan Peele's Candyman. It wasn't funny. It wasn't scary to me.
I didn't really
It
like it
was, yeah, it was like it was more action than it was scary.
Yeah, the
But
thing,
I'm not talking about. I'm talking about the scary action, not the kicking ass action.
the thing nowadays is like, man, everything's been done like 100 times. So if they're gonna keep remaking, the same old stuff from the '80s, and they make new stuff, but it's like we've already seen all this. So now it's up to directors to try to get inventive and do things that we've never seen before. Otherwise, you're not going to draw an audience because it's like, yeah, we've seen this 26 times already. So
Now, see, I heard they're coming out with a sequel to Freddy versus Jason.
really, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I heard they're coming out with a sequel. Now I don't know, but this is what I heard. That's what I saw. That they're coming out with a sequel to Freddy versus Jason, and Michael Myers going to be in it. Chucky, and I think Leatherface or some of them.
Damn,
I'm not quite sure, huh?
They're bringing everybody to the crib, huh? Like the whole we do.
Yeah, and that's the thing, though. You know, if that's going to be a sequel to Freddy versus Jason, then didn't Jason get killed in the movie, or Freddy?
Man, Jason's been shot, blown up. He got his head cut off. He got drowned. You can't kill that motherfucker, I don't think.
I mean, I don't know. It's wild, man. It's wild, bro. Like, it's like fucking Michael Myers. Like,
oh yeah, same thing.
All the movies of Michael Myers, he got burnt, he got stabbed, all that, and he's still alive. Like, how the fuck do you kill this motherfucker? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'd love to see Robert Englund do another Nightmare on Elm Street movie as Freddy, but I don't. He's got to be pushing 80 years old now, 75, 80. So I don't.
Yeah,
it's gonna be possible, but it'd be cool to like kind of revise some of these old franchises, because there's just, besides like Scream, which is probably my favorite series now, because I was like, I'm a huge Wes Craven guy, so being in Nightmare on Elm Street, Scream, things like that he did, but like there's not really any other franchises out there that have been around as long as
Scream has been, truth be told, Scream has been done over so many times.
Yeah.
And I'm getting tired of Scream.
Yeah.
I'm getting tired of it. I'm like, how many fucking Screams is going to be? You know what I'm saying? Like, just like Jeepers Creepers. It's like four, maybe five of them out.
Yeah.
Like,
I gave up, man, after the first one. Like, I didn't like any of the other ones. Like,
yeah, any of the other ones is trash, bro. Like, you could get away with the second one, but the third one and the fourth one, no. If you see the fourth one, it looks like somebody that didn't know it looked like it was cheesy, bro. Like straight cheesy.
Last year, I think it was, when Saw 10 came out, I actually enjoyed that.
Well, see, Saw was done correctly, good. Now, I could enjoy the Saws series, but man, like Jeepers Creepers, no. Like, keep the first one. Let somebody have the first one. What about
every series? There's like 10 movies in the series, and there's like 4 good ones, and the rest of them are just kind of there.
Yeah. What you think about Hatchet?
So the first Hatch to me was cool because they all kind of got together, like Robert Englund and Kane Hodder and everybody, to help out the director, because they were all friends with the director, and so they all worked for free. Like, I've talked to them about this a few times, and so you got all these like horror, Robert Englund, Kane Hodder, Tony Todd, all these horror icons in this Hatchet movie, and then it got to be I mean, they're kind of cheesy after the first one, I gotta say. But like Hatchet 3's got Sid Haig in it, and Danielle Harris comes into the thing, and I mean, they have a lot of great names. But I mean, just a series itself is kind of cheesy, but sometimes it's fun to watch. I'll watch
I
almost
mean, in all reality, you would have to be straight real to deal with that. Straight, having all that star power on that movie.
yeah.
That's why I kept trying to tell people, you can have all the star power on your damn movie if that movie is not done right, or if the script is not done right, or the writing is not done right, it's not going to work.
No, and it's
If
like
you notice,
Hatchet's one of those things where like me and you might like it, but not a lot of other people are even gonna know what the hell it is.
yeah, the mainstream is not going to like that. I mean, we could get away with Hatchet number 1. Hatchet 2, no. Hatchet 2 was okay. Now, okay. Okay, what about I Know What You Did Last Summer?
Yeah, I mean the first one is good. By writer Kevin Williamson, who was the guy that wrote the first few Screams too. So he kind of saved horror because the mid to late '90s there really wasn't anything going on. Like you had the Nightmare on Elm Street Part 6, which completely sucked. Like that was out then. There's like the later on Friday the 13th and Halloween was getting stale and Child's Play was getting stale, and it's like he came out with Scream 1 in '96, and I Know What You Did Last Summer after that. So I feel like he saved the horror genre because it just kind of took off after that again. But I like the first one.
What about Devil's Rejects?
So I'm
what's crazy? I'm a huge Rob Zombie fan.
Yeah. I met Sid Haig probably about 10 times when he was alive. And he was so awesome to meet in person because Captain Spaulding is probably one of my favorite characters in horror. And Bill Moseley as Otis was freaking great. And there were just so many great actors in those. What are we up to now? We are Corpses, Rejects, 3 from Hell. It's a great series. It's kind of cheesy, but I really like the premise and the gore of that series. It's one of those things I could watch a lot.
Okay, so I'm thinking. Okay, give me your top 5 horror.
Just my top 5 horror movies?
Your top 5 horror movies.
Scream, the original Scream would be number 1. I would go Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3 is my second one. I will go probably Friday the 13th Part 2 is my third. I will say Halloween Part 2 is my fourth. And I have an underdog here. Not a lot of people probably even watched this movie, but like I said, I'm a Wes Craven guy, so I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Shocker. And I'm not talking about the thing you do in bed. I'm talking about the actual movie itself. So his Horace Pinker is the character, and he's like in an electric chair. It's played by Mitch Pileggi. He's on like the X-Files and Sons of Anarchy and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's cheesy as all hell, but I could watch that movie all day long and not get bored. So if anyone hasn't watched Shocker before, go check it out because it's super fun.
My top 5, I gotta go with Candyman, man. Gotta go with Candyman.
I enjoy it.
Yeah. Very first, Jason, the original.
Mm-hmm.
Pumpkinhead.
All right.
Pumpkinhead. You know, it's crazy. My mom used to watch Pumpkinhead when I was little, all the time.
Right.
I'm like, wow. Like people, I don't think people watch Pumpkinhead like that.
Not anymore. I mean, there's so many good movies in the '80s, but it's like nobody wants to watch them nowadays that are 20 years old. They're all into the new stuff. So
I mean, the new stuff is trash. To be honest with you, a lot of it.
They don't understand what they miss, man. It's kids.
Yeah, see, and that's the thing. A lot of new stuff is all about. A lot of new horror. It's all about possession and evil shit. Like back then, horror shit was all about scaring you. You know what I'm saying? All about like something like crazy stabbing and all that stuff. Like Freddy and Jason and Michael Myers and Candyman and all those characters.
Mm-hmm.
They grew up with us basically. They basically was our childhood, right? And Leatherface, if you want to get technical. Well, Leatherface was actually 1970s, in the 70s and 60s, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that was years ago, so that was mostly like my mom's era, you know what I'm saying? But I would say, yeah, a lot of like the 90s and early 2000s, yeah, I grew up with all that stuff, like the Chucky and all that stuff. I was scared of Chucky when I was people. How can you be scared of a Chucky doll? When you was getting older, But we were scared of Chucky.
Shit, man, they don't even have these characters anymore. It's like all the murderers are just like regular dudes, and it's like, I mean, it's
exactly.
Not me, I mean, you're not coming for me in my dreams or with a freaking machete. You're just like some 100-pound punk talking shit and trying to stab people.
Like Scream paved the way for Scream actually paved the way for the shit, but. Yeah. Scream actually was real, was cool, you know what I'm saying? It was,
yeah.
Like
the thing I like about it is like and the thing I love about Neve Campbell's character is Sydney, which is like I think she's like the greatest final girl ever, and that's why I love Scream so much. It's like you don't know who the hell the killer is going to be. I mean, it's her boyfriend, it's her brother, it's her mom, or it's somebody else's mom, or another family member. It's like, I can't imagine like going through that every day, hanging out with people and not knowing if they're trying to kill you or not. It's not like, Jason where you know it's going to be the guy in the mask. It's just like, it's cool that it's right. Every movie is somebody different, which is, I like that aspect of it.
Right. And that's why I say, I think it'll be great to work this out. I think it'll be great to really get these, to really start doing movies, scary movies that really scare you instead of like just be like, what the fuck, like possess you, and like it's not scaring you, it's like trying to possess you and trying to, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I'd be cool with like getting like new monsters, getting new
new characters. Like,
I think they're gonna do.
I mean, Hatchet was bad, was done wrong, corny, but Hatchet actually was scary to me. I mean, Hatchet, yeah, scary as fuck. But it's just these new movies, like hold up. Now, I'm gonna say The Grudge. Boy, that scared the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
I can't stand The Grudge. I can't, bro. Like, no. The Grudge would not be played in my house. No.
You ever see Hostel?
Yeah.
Man, I have like because I've had this happen to me in movies. So it's like I have this phobia of like being tied down and I can't move around. And it's like, I can't imagine being in a chair tied down. You got some dude with a freaking saw coming at you. And it's like, oh man, what are you going to do?
That's scary.
Yeah.
Like they should have like a VR video game, right? A VR thing where you put it on your head, right?
Yeah.
And you get to relive. It really actually puts you in the movie.
That'd be cool if somebody came up with that for sure.
Yeah, and really puts you in the movie, and you have to everything you have to act out everything in the movie. Like you're actually in the movie, and the character, like say like you're getting chased by Freddy, or getting chased by Candyman, or getting chased by Michael Myers or whatever, and you can't do nothing. Like you have to get away from them, but they still right there. Like it's something like you have to really. It's like it puts you really in the movie. Like,
Yeah, I was excited to play I played a lot of the Friday the 13th video game that came out for PlayStation.
mm-hmm.
Now they have like a Texas Chainsaw Massacre and a Killer Clowns one, but I enjoy it, but I really wish they would do something where it was like open play, where you could just be a character and say they made a Scream video game or something, or like a virtual reality, like you were talking about, where you just it's not one of those things where you move on to the next level. It's like, okay, you play as Sidney Prescott and you have to get through your day without getting murdered. It's like you
Yeah.
go hang out. You have a storyline, things like that. I don't know why nobody's ever made that in horror, but I feel like that'd be a
Well, but I'll tell you like this: a lot of people. I'm gonna tell you like this: a lot of people are very stagnant. And why I say that is because like a lot of people are not trying to. They want to be. It's another way of being politically correct. They don't want to. They don't want to over. They don't want to overdo it because overdoing it, and really getting the best most out of your audience. You have to do that. You know what I'm saying? You have to come out with more creative shit to get people around you, to get people to
yeah.
buy into what you're doing. And a lot of people, they get complacent. They don't want to come up with new stuff to have fun and to make more money, and
Plus, I
and
probably heard
that's
that, like it's like a special niche kind of thing. Like, who's going to play it? It's going to be just horror people. Or you got something where Fortnite or Call of Duty, you're going to have millions and millions of people playing that. So I kind of feel like that's why they don't come up with these games, because they're not going to be as popular as they think they're going to be.
well, man, I'll do it. I'll do a virtual reality game where shit, you put that motherfucker on, put you
You're
in the scene, huh?
You're gonna have to go out in the field or something, man. You're gonna be running your ass on the walls and falling down stairs and shit.
Yeah, like, bruh, I'm telling you, this thing can be great. Like, have you ever did this where like a picture, you ever been like in like, what do you call those things? Like a haunted house, like a big haunted house, and you
Yeah.
had to run through it,
Mhm.
people grabbing you and all that shit.
Yeah.
Well, think about it like this, an idea. Like, what if you do a virtual reality video game where you have to put the whole thing on, put the thing on your head, and you have to run through the house. And this shit is real. It looks real. And you have to run through, and you have to run from the slasher or the nightmare killer, right? You have to run from them. And what I'm saying, if he tries to kill you, you have no weapons, so you have to really actually run from him. And it's something you could do. Something I don't know how to. I know video games, but my mind is drawing a blank. But if you really want to really want to have fun with that shit, like make the thing like the original haunted houses.
Yeah, I kind of live out these fantasies in the movies. Like in a movie called Bad Apples that's going to come out this summer, I was tied down in a chair. I was tortured, and it's kind of one of those things where I don't ever want this shit to happen to me in real life, but in movies, you act out your fantasies and your things, things that scare the shit out of you. Like I was,
Yeah.
I did another movie called The Version, and that'll be out in the summer as well. I was tied up in a bathtub, and I was getting tortured in this cold ass water, and it's like, man, only in movies can you have these things happen to you, because in real life it would suck.
Yeah, like
That's part of the
it's
fun.
like do a virtual reality video game where you have to go through everything you're scared of, everything that you was a nightmare, every nightmare that you have had, something scary, something fucking scared the living shit out you.
I think that'd be fun to have like a VR game where it's like story, say let's do Scream, where it's like storyline mode, but it's always on virtual reality, but you have to like, you're going to obviously have to be in like a huge area because you don't want to be running into shit and breaking stuff. But I would love to be in a virtual reality game where, it's like first player, like a Metal Gear or Call of Duty or something like that, but it's storyline driven, but it's a horror movie. And you can just save it at any time, and say you got to go to, you're in Scream and you got to go to high school, and then you got to go to work, and you just kind of walk and you go do your stuff, and then maybe you get attacked from behind and you have to get away. But I don't know why anybody's never done that before. Like I feel like that'd be something cool to do.
There's virtual reality games out there, and there's horror games.
Yeah,
but they ain't, boy. We could.
Yeah, they could be a lot better.
It can happen. You could do something like that. You can do some scary shit, like. But a lot of people is not want to do it because, I guess, politically correctness, I guess, and they want to pander to all that sensitive shit. I'm like, care about what people gonna say and how people gonna react. And look,
a lot of people don't want to watch that either, man. It's like, oh, we got to watch rom-coms or just comedy or action movies. Like horror movies to me is the greatest genre of movie. But it's not for everybody though. I mean, a lot of girls don't like to watch it. I know a lot of dudes that don't like to watch them. But if you're into them and you can take being scared, there's nothing like it. It's a great time.
I don't mind watching them. No, I could watch Candyman all day. I could watch all the scary shit all day. Just not The Grudge and Ring. Scary shit.
That's Sarah Michelle Gellar, right? The Grudge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can't do it.
Not there outside.
I can't do it.
They said outside.
I couldn't.
I saw in the last week or so, I went to the theater and I saw The Monkey, and then I saw Hard Eyes. So I didn't think The Monkey was very good, but I enjoyed Hard Eyes a lot. I thought it was pretty cool. But I don't really like nowadays. I don't really like. I'll go to the movie just because it's like you want to eat popcorn and hang out and stuff, but there just isn't a lot of good stuff in the theaters anymore. It's just like, eh.
Yeah, Sarah, she said something about going to get her sister.
I guess I'm trying to create some new stuff myself. So,
well, hell yeah, it's the best way to go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the best way to go. That's why I say it's good to do stuff that is to be done, man. I mean, shit, I would love to do it. Get something out there. You feel me?
Yeah, I've never written anything before, but I actually just started writing, and I'm on like page 21. And I have so many ideas in my head of things and I've done this for like a year where I've written down ideas that I don't think have ever been done, or at least that I know of. So I kind of put pen to paper and I started writing. Movie. So I'm hoping.
Because she probably was wondering where you was.
Brian, too loud.
To go, but I don't know if she's still down
Hold on
there.
for a second.
Yeah, you're good.
But yeah, I get what you're saying though.
Yeah.
But nah, like I understand what you're talking about, man. Because like a lot of the things that you see out today is what is it? What are we doing? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's like it's been done a zillion times, and you're just like, yeah, whatever. You know? Got to be original somehow or another. Got to make things happen that nobody's seen before to gain some interest.
Wow, bro. Wow. So wow. So, you know, I have a question. You know, have you liked the show?
Absolutely, this is fun. Yeah, I could talk all day about horror, man.
So,
I didn't have to get back. I didn't have to get back to the convention. I'll just hang out with you all night. But I mean, I gotta close down my table eventually here.
so, are you so you would like to come back?
Absolutely, anytime. Yeah.
Okay. I would like to do like I'm gonna talk to you after. I'm gonna talk to you after you get done with the convention, and then we're gonna talk or whatever.
Sure.
But I would love to take. I'm gonna take us out of here because I got something to do real quick. Thank y'all for watching. It's been It's been awesome. It's been cool, and I need y'all to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, to the YouTube channel. Thank y'all for watching also, and just also too, I'm gonna have to do that. I'm gonna have to redo another interview, so you want to look out for that one. Not this one, but another one. The other one that I did earlier. But
make sure to follow my movies. We got a lot of stuff coming out this summer. Bad Apples, Aversion, A Hard Place. Check out the IMDb. You can follow me on there. Yeah, for sure.
Send me all the links. I'm gonna put it all down.
For sure, man. Cool.
Not a problem. Thank y'all for watching. We out.
All right.
Peace. Hold up.